Alright, so let's talk about the slope of a line. The slope m of the line containing the points x1, y1, and x2, y2 is given by m. M represents the slope of the line. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And x2 minus x1 cannot equal 0, because if x2 minus x1 was 0, then that means we would have 0 in the denominator of a fraction, and that would be undefined. So that's why we have this provided that x2 minus x1 does not equal 0. So an example, find the slope of the line that contains the points -3, -1, and 4, 3. So we look at x1, y1. x1 would be -3, y1 would be -1, x2 would be the 4, and y2 would be the 3. And if you wanted to, you could call 4 x1, okay? But if you call the 4 x1, the 3 has to be y1, and then you would say -3 is x2 and -1 is y2. Okay, you can do it either way, it doesn't matter. So let's take off that. Okay, so now let's find the slope. So m, which is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have y2, which is 3, minus y1, which is -1, over x2, which is 4, minus x1, which is -3. So this gives me 3 minus -1 is 4, over 4 minus -3 is 7. And there's the slope of our line. Now let's look at a horizontal line. The slope of any horizontal line is 0. And you can see here we have a horizontal line, and I've got a couple of points labeled on it, -3, 2, and 4, 2. Well, the slope of this line, since it's horizontal, is 0. And let's show that by using the formula here. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the slope would be y2, and we'll call the -3 x1, this 2 here, we'll call it y1, and we'll call the 4 x2, and we'll call this 2 y2. Okay, so we got x1, y1, x2, y2. So that's going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that would give us 0 over 7, which is 0. And there's the slope, 0. Now let's look at a vertical line. The slope for a vertical line is undefined. So here I have a vertical line with points labeled on it. So we have 1, 2, and 1, -4. So if we took these and plugged them into the slope formula, okay, we'll call this x1, y1, and we'll call this one x2, y2. So let's plug this into the formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus y2. So this would be -6 over 0. And you can see that gives us a 0 in the denominator. And see how the slope formula says that x2 minus x1 cannot equal 0. So you can see this is undefined. And that's it.